So if you didn't know this before, I got registered as a registered nurse in the New Mexico Board of Nursing in the United States. So I belong to New Mexico at the moment, and I'm going to be talking about the characteristics of New Mexico Board of Nursing in this video, the New Mexico state as a whole, and why you should choose the state as your place of residency in the USA. Keep watching. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is the cheapness of the houses. I mean, look at it now. It said the average rental price for a 2-bedroom apartment in New Mexico is $838 per month. This is the cheapest I've seen. I've been seeing $1,000 to $1,005 for a 2-bedroom apartment, but here in New Mexico it says it's $838 per month for a 2-bedroom apartment, something you will get for $1,005 to £2,000 per month in the UK or even other areas in the USA. The New Mexico is very cheap in terms of housing. $838 is the lowest I've seen. I've never seen a less than $1,000 2-bedroom apartment in the US since I started making this series about characteristics of the states. So it's very cheap to take note of. And then I'll go straight to the price of renting a home, like a 3 to 4 bedroom apartment kind of home. It says it's about $1,250 per month. So do you think you'll be able to afford it in terms of the salaries you get to earn? Let's go straight to the nursing salary, your average nursing salary in New Mexico. So they say this average salary made by an average nurse in New Mexico is about $69,840 per month. So let's get what that is in terms of monthly salary divided by 12. $69,840 divided by 12 is about $5,820 every month as a registered nurse in the New Mexico state of United States of America. $5,800 is about $6,000 per month. This is excluding your extra hours you get to work. This is your basic salary, $5,800. So if you're paying for a 2-bedroom apartment as a single person or husband and wife living in the United States of America, you get to use that $800 and something on top of your salary to pay for your house rent, and you get to keep your $5,000 depending on your other bills, of course. But average, this is what we're working with. I know other groceries, tax and all those things is going to come into place, but this is what we have at the moment. And then we have that in terms of the quality of life, it ranks 8th best in terms of quality of life out of the whole 50 states in United States of America. In terms of best quality of life, it ranks number 8. In terms of the healthcare is not so great in the New Mexico state because it ranks 31st. 31 out of 50 is not so great, but then you get to have some level of good healthcare in the state. And then we have in terms of weather, we have a very warm weather in the New Mexico state of United States of America. So if you're coming from Nigeria straight or you're coming from Ghana straight, you don't get to adapt so much because your body doesn't get to experience very strong varying degrees of weather so much. You get to have warm weathers basically. And then there is low cost of education in the New Mexico state. We have low levels of rain, and that's why it's very warm as well. And then in terms of number of nurses in New Mexico, we have about 16,290 nurses, meaning that New Mexico needs more nurses basically because you get to work, And then another fun fact is that there is many healthcare jobs available, of course, because they have very low number of nurses, 16,000 nurses in the whole of New Mexico. So they need more healthcare. They have more healthcare jobs. They need more hands in the healthcare sector. And then they have beautiful sceneries to visit, like Carlsbad Caverns National Park, Rap Outlet, Hand Carved Caves, Gila Cliffs. I cannot even pronounce all of these monuments and all of them. And then they have a rich history. Oldest establishments in the USA can be found in New Mexico. They have very rich history and museums and all of those other things. And they have breathtaking landscapes. God, it's making me want to yearn for it more. And then they have a low population density, meaning that it's not so saturated in other states like Texas and New York and California and all that. It's not as saturated as that, which is a very good thing. And one other thing to make mention of here is that They said a social security number is required to apply for the examination, but I didn't get to use a social security number. So this is probably an old thing that was practiced there, because currently I didn't get to use a social security number to register for my NCLEX examination when I did it. So you don't need a social security number currently, but previously they probably needed an SSN. So this is all we have about new medical board of nursing. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'll be making other videos on other states. I've also made other videos before, so if you want to know about other states like Texas Board of Nursing, California, New York and other, please watch my other videos in the USA playlist of my channel. Click on playlist, go to USA playlist, and you find other videos on that. Also watch out for my new videos on other states as well. Thank you. Have a nice amazing day. Please subscribe to this channel. Bye.